Another fine day, another wonderful day, another beautiful day. We get together and have conversations. We get together and we talk about things that matter. We get together and we talk about things that are important, things that can help our community to get to where we want to see our community. Gradually, we're getting there. Gradually, we're getting to that place where we can say we're making impact. Gradually, we're getting to that place where we can say, wow, um, yeah, so it's going to be a fine conversation. It's going to be a fine conversation because it's about us, it's about our community, it's about what we can do to move ahead, it's about the many beautiful things people have done already. It's about a group of persons who are looking to change things. We came, we met things, and yeah, it was not as bad as some people might want to make it look. But guess what? We can actually do far more better. And that is actually what we are going to do. I see my people continue to join. In due time, we'll bring them in, and yeah, it's going to be a fine conversation. I see Tata Okule, I see Tata Mosango, I see Mama Frida Ituka at the back. It's going to be a wonderful conversation. It's going to be a wonderful conversation because for so many people did not know, I am actually Oroko, blood, flesh, bone, and everything. Uh, for a long time, I don't always been a one of those Oroko two-way. We probably just quiet because that's the Oroko man. Quiet, but then would move, just to do things. And the convention they come up for Ohio this month, and I just felt it was only necessary for us to start talking about us, start sharing the wonderful things we are doing, start sharing the wonderful things we can do, especially as a community. I think I'll go ahead and bring everyone in, and then we'll jumpstart the conversation. Now, for those who they watch already, go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. Go ahead and share. I think I need to wear my headphones so I can get good sound. Boss Bibish, welcome.
Thank you, Papa. Sorry, oh.
Oh,
Head said we're carry. It I feel say they fine. It don't discharge.
oh
Now you
Lord.
could I'm telling you so now. Are they for airports?
Passengers party to Ito, party
Okay.
to Ito.
I'll go ahead and bring the rest of
For immediate
uh,
departure.
Tata. Welcome, Tata.
Ito.
Tata Mosongo.
Uh,
I,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm glad to have you. Thank you for creating time so we can have this wonderful conversation. Shows how much you respect and our platform and want to do more for our communities.
You're welcome. It's my pleasure.
Iya Fida, welcome. Can you unmute?
Okay, I'm
Okay.
sorry. Yes, sir. How are you?
No, doing good. And thank you guys for joining the conversation.
Mhm.
I don't think so will take plenty on our time because I really hope we can have a good quality video recording of debate when we get to Ohio, even if it's going to be a 20-minute, 30 minutes. We just want to have you guys sit down and talk, especially about on a manifesto, about which on a things when we do for we before we even get into the election. So today we're going to be mostly the introduction of which we will do for Ohio. One document which one I plan for do. So when I day for office, any person will go win election. When you know do something, we'll go bring that video. Can see, baby, yeah, if we talk say this or Tata, if we talk say this, wait till they wait till they happen. I think the president is struggle for join. If he don't first join and his video and audio was okay, but I don't know what happened. I hope he will come
Ladies
back.
and gentlemen, this is the final
Yeah,
boarding call for passengers traveling
okay.
on Aeromexico Flight
We'll jump into the conversation, especially
2781.
with Dr.
Please
Bish,
proceed
because
immediately
I
to gate
one time. Boss,
D1. day.
Oh, take
Thank
this.
you.
Oh, the CC you for airport. Now it happen.
Este es el aviso.
I'm at the airport. See, I did Houston. I did go back for LA. Yesterday was the wakekeeping of my aunt's wakekeeping. My father's sister passed, so her wakekeeping was yesterday. So I'm going back home today at the airport with my brother. And yesterday there was a very beautiful display of the Oroko. You know, the Oroko side of my family. It was wonderful. Oroko Houston came out like crazy. I'm so happy. You know, and everybody's talking. All of them that were there, they were all talking about Ohio. So there's a lot of noise about Ohio, and I'm excited. First of all, I want to say thank you, Tata Nasako, for this thing that you're doing and your intro. You already said it. So many people don't even know that you're Oroko. And it is time for us to wake up and own what is ours. So many people, we are in an industry and entertainment that people have called me all types of tribes and all that. I want to stand for my own. So I'm ready, you know, we change the narratives, change everything in such a way that people will see and begin to recognize and respect what, you know, we represent. So that's why we're pushing for this. And that debate in Ohio is going to be serious. You know, that physical one is going to be serious. See, Tata Mosongo, you can look at his face. He's not joking, eh? He's coming. Yeah, he's not joking at all. He's a very serious gentleman. He knows what he's saying. If you read the things he write, you will understand. He's not playing. And that's the highest office of this organization in this country.
Ship air station for the following.
Yes. So everybody coming to it must hold it with an utmost respect. So we are waiting for Diale to join.
Yeah, and President will also join and then come. You know what's happened. Tata Mosongo, how do you feel about the convention when it come next week?
I'll be excited. Especially as not the first time we would go for Ohio. We, you know, because so there's that excitement. So we will meet with brothers and sisters with a different area, and then we score them up. Say may they belong to Oroko USA Inc. So there's a lot of anticipation. I look forward to the things that we plan to do there.
Wow.
Just to piggyback on what the candidate is saying, that is the main reason.
I beg 1 second. When President come, at least we get for respect President. He come in, announce he coming, and then before we continue. President, welcome.
Thank you, sir. I'm having connection difficulties. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I think you're good to go now. And thank everyone for creating time, especially Prezi. We don't be used to situations where the boss at the head need everyone everyone come for the kind of play like okay, but for see some person like you create time for be on Tori Day. I don't know. I'm so happy. I think that one of the best things will don't happen for my platform. For see my own people come and for see the top of the organization also show up. If you want to talk something, what add something for way Tata Mosongo?
Yeah, I just want to add to what Tata Mosongo just said. That is one of the main reasons why we are going to Ohio, because sometimes if people don't come to you, you can go to them. Those big cities and what we get them for America, a lot of them don't have this organization existing. So we want to meet them and tell them that your brothers and sisters are here. Please join us. So one of the reasons why we choose to go to Ohio, I know they're saying it's unprecedented, but you know, you have to make things work. So I just want to add what the excitement we have going to Ohio.
Prezi, how did it feel for you? We are going to Ohio next week for celebrate culture, for celebrate us, for celebrate wins, and then make plans for tomorrow. How do you look or how do you manage that?
Well, my spirit is high. Ohio is a new ground that we're going. Ohio is going to be fun. There is a lot of surprises. From Friday all the way to Sunday, there's a lot of surprises. And the nice thing about Ohio is we should not only stick on our ways. we should try new things. And I think the new executive that will be taking over from Ohio will learn something and will take this forward. So I am very excited, and I hope everybody will be there to see the surprises that we have for you guys. The executive has done a lot of things to spice that convention up, just like ERVP, the vice president, ERVP, the last speaker just said. We are excited. We are waiting for everybody. It's going to be fun.
Wow. Jale, welcome.
Thank you. I'm sorry I was using my other computer that stopped syncing. So I had to now get another computer to log in. Sorry for my tardiness.
Everyone is excited about Ohio. What's been the feeling for you?
I am so excited. You know, last week I was in Ohio. I went to Dayton with my husband for a wedding that was taking place there, and they had over 500 people there. I was so excited. I started spreading the good news about the Oroko USA family from different chapters at home and abroad are coming to their neighborhood, and that we are inviting them to come and share our culture, to enjoy the spicy meals, to enjoy the fashion show, the good music from our musicians live, and to see each other for the first time that we last saw from the last convention. So there is a lot of surprises, as the president has said, and I am also coming with a lot of positive energy to make the occasion a very successful and enjoyable one.
Prezi, I want to ask you next. This because we have another event that is happening. One of the biggest event from our community also where they happen alongside the Oroko convention, and that was the same thing that happened last year. Whose idea was it for us to do this? And one I think saying that the best way that for manage them during this weekend when people they gather for year, more just do a Oroko convention for that area.
Well, the Oroko convention is independent of any other party or whatever that is taking place in Ohio. We are Orokos. We are going there as Orokos. We are going there to enjoy as Orokos. We are going there to look at how we can help the people back home as Orokos. And we are also going there to see new things as Oroko. So whatever is going on in Ohio, we don't care. We are going there to enjoy as Oroko.
Wow. Dr. Bibish, I want to ask you, what to make Oroko people different? What to make Oroko people unique? What to go make this convention for Ohio? That one thing where every person should pack their bags and fly over there to just be part of it.
Okay, first I want to ask you, Papa, can you send us the link so we can share?
For people to while you talk, I'll share them with you.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. So this is like our president has mentioned. It's an excitement to see our people gather together in the name of culture. But we use culture to build each other. We use culture. It's our identity. It's our language. It is what we know. That is an underlining thing that everybody who identifies as Oroko should hold strong. Now, going to Ohio, whether you are a member of the Oroko, any of the Oroko chapters, or you are just excited about the fact that Oroko people are gathering, this should concern you. Maybe you are not a member of any chapter, but you are an Oroko person in anywhere in the US and you have an opportunity to be in Ohio. We are inviting you to come and see what it means for our people to commune together. Because interestingly, like president is saying, it doesn't matter whether you are whatever is going over there. What concerns Oroko is what is important. I believe that if we come together and we invite people who are Oroko indigenes, wherever they are, even if they are not members, Let them just come and see what is going on. The way we will conduct ourselves, the way we will enjoy ourselves, the way we portray our culture would invite these people and make them want to join and be part of this movement. So I'm excited as well.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, Jale.
Yes.
The past conventions, I should say don't they attend the past conventions. Me, I want confess, I never attend the convention. But this time around, I already announced I will be there. So
There is a noise in the background.
I don't mute you.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to ask you, from the past conventions, the way you don't the attend them and the one would want to attend now, do you think we are making any progress as a Oroko people?
Yes, we are a resilient people. We have an open mind. We do adopt new ideas, and we evolve with changing times. From the COVID convention that was hosted by AI Benye, that proved resiliency. We did not think that the Orokos were going to get together to celebrate the convention, but she made it happen. COVID has passed. Our very first in-person convention was hosted by the DMV chapter in Maryland. It was very unique. We had the chance to not only gather as Oroko people to celebrate our culture, it was very close to the nation's capital, and some of us who went for the convention also made a visit to the White House. So that was also an added value with that venue. From there, we moved on to Houston, Texas. It was also a very unique place, centrally located, where there were an exhibition of dances. People came out in vigor in their original regalia, they showed off the skills that they had been learning on who was going to win the award. There was fashion show. There were a lot of support from other people who had never been to the convention. I, as the financial secretary, the financial growth has been progressing. So going towards Columbus is a new ground. And we, as I said, we are resilient people. We have to be innovative. We have to keep up with the times. So the planning that the executive has put together, I think, is going to make this convention very unique. And if you want to prove it, come to Columbus, Ohio. Thank you.
Wow. Emetata Betrang, welcome.
Thank you so much. And it's rather busy today in the office, and a lot is going on since I work at the Secretary General in the school. So we have new students coming in.
Okay. By the way, thank you for creating time, and we all are already excited about Ohio. What is it for you? How's it? What's the feeling for you?
You know, one of the striking things that I'm so excited for this convention is that it's the end of our mandate. So we are going to Columbus, Ohio to make it big time. We're not only going to raise funds to help the underdeveloped or the underprivileged people of Oroko in the southwest region of Cameroon, but we want to tell the world and the entire Oroko people in the planet that the Oroko USA is more than just an association. We want to make sure that Oroko USA speaks for the whole Oroko in the diaspora. So going to Columbus, Ohio is something which is very unique, and it is something which the national president is going to give an in-depth of his stewardship to the Oroko people in the United States of America. So there are a lot of activities, there's a lot of fun. It is a yearly thing, and it's something which all the Orokos in the United States, including those that are coming from other parts of the world, to come to the United States and communion with us as a family, as a community, and see where we can go and address the pending problems of Oroko land in the southwest region of Cameroon. I have a lot to install. I have a lot to say, but for now, let me just hold my microphone. I'll be coming back shortly.
Okay. Tata. Okay. Tata Musongo. I know besides the convention and the wonderful things that will happen, this year we'll get elections. How do you feel about the elections?
I'm excited too about the elections because it's another phase in the history of Oroko USA Inc. You know, I have been a member here in this organization for the past at least 17 years. As soon as I got to the US, I made sure that I affiliated myself with Oroko USA Inc. And I've seen, different stages that we have been able to walk through. The time when we were just, barely surviving until the time when we are now able to carry out projects back home. And the anxiety is even higher now that we are going to have a new administration for more things to be done, breaking new grounds and exploiting other chances that we have to do greater things for our people back home in Cameroon. So that's what I look forward to, a new face in the life of Oroko USA.
Wow. Yeah, Frida, what is it for you, the elections? What's be the feeling?
I am excited too with the one thing that I know is, we know this executive has done a lot for this organization, but we are expecting more. So whoever is going to take over, we expect more from them. So I am excited.
Okay. And I'm sure every other person be excited just like me. I want to ask Prezi, now last week this at the head of this wonderful organization, what if you tell we about your achievements or even maybe your missteps?
The one thing that I really regret that we were not able to do was to bring an artist. We worked so hard for that to see how we could bring. We had a few of them: Tokamo, Betondi James, Marvin Gaye, Paolo De Plessis. All that did not work. We did our best. And people are criticizing that maybe we did not do enough. We did our best. We are convicted that we did our best. Unfortunately, our best was not enough. So we're hoping that the next executive will continue from where we stop. If you look at the trend for an artist, the previous administration was able to get the approval letter from here because you need some kind of an approval letter. They got it a week before convention. So on our end, we got approval letter as early as January. So you could tell that there was an improvement, and all the artists got interviews on. So that was also an improvement. We tried to see how we could do everything to get them here, but that did not work. So unfortunately, that's a very sad part of the things that we wanted to do so hard, but we were not able to do. For achievement, there's a lot of achievements. The one that I would like to talk about is the vocational training. Oroko USA was able to train 54 students, all back home. 54.
Wow.
We spent an average of 360,000 per student.
Wow.
Per student. So if you multiply that times 54, you see how much it costs us. So if you go to the Oroko USA website, you will see the projects that we carried out, and you'll see people who were involved in that project. And the other achievements that we had, please meet us at the convention. You will hear about them. That one, I just wanted to talk about that because that affected people who are probably watching back home from Cameroon right now. The other things there's a lot of things that we did. Come to Ohio, and the executive will tell you a lineup of all what we did. Thank you.
Wow. Tata Bertrand, at the year you laugh, you didn't want to add something.
Yes, I want to say this thing very, very clear. And to all,
seem so happy. You seem so happy. They like you celebrate so at the hand office do week where
no,
they come.
to all your audience, what Tata Okole has done, and
Yeah.
the sophistication, the demeanor, the character of his leadership, and how it was one of the most hotly contested elections ever since the inception of Oroko USA. So he's a man who built a team of comprising of, if not all the clans. So he has a representative capacity. His leadership is unique. And that is why I can say with all the authority that come to Columbus, Ohio. There's more in store for you. Please, it is not too late. Get the flight reservations, get the air tickets, and come to Ohio.
Wow. Yeah, Jale.
Yes,
I want to
Pa.
ask you the question of election where they come. How do you feel about them?
I am very optimistic, and my comrade Mosongo, we are running to be at the helm of Oroko USA. Tata Mosongo has been my classmate from Form 1 to Form 5. So we know each other. So we do have an understanding. We know how to pilot this association. We know what has been done in the past. And on my platform, I have listed some things that I think we can build on. The previous administration, especially serving as financial secretary, I see the numbers. I know where the improvement can take place. And we, the people, just like how my mentor, President Okole, he has guided me, he has been mentoring me for this position. So if I become the next president of Oroko USA, I will start rolling from day one. I will roll my sleeves from day one, put a team together to impact the lives of Orokos here in the United States and in Cameroon. So come to Columbus, Ohio, to be part of this conversation and to enjoy the presidential candidates present more details about their platform. Thank you.
Yeah, you don't already jumped in for campaign. No.
Yeah.
We don't already campaign speech already start. But I want to ask Iya Frida, give any person where you watch a good reason to come to Ohio.
To come to Ohio, let me say, as of me, I've made it a priority with me and my family as a vacation. So you're not coming there just to come and enjoy. You're coming there to relax, to watch more of our Oroko dances that you have never seen before. You watch the fashion show, not to talk about the meals. We got a lot of surprises today. I don't want to name Itoko. I've never seen that before. If you come there, you will enjoy a plate of Itoko. We have soya goat meat that is rare. We have, I can't even name, Berembi and everything that you have never, even in Cameroon, they don't cook it. We're going to cook it here on Ohio. So please come, relax, put a little money in your pocket for fundraising, like you hear the president saying, the candidates are saying, we have a lot to do back home. So we need some of your contributions to achieve that. So come to Ohio. Is going to be a vacation time.
Wow.
Thank you.
Dr. Bibish, I want me throw more light on that palaver fundraiser, because whether we like it or not, God don't put people in a place who will be blessed. And if there's one thing we should do, now have to set aside small budget or small money, whether for help people they just come, or even most importantly for help those back home. I want me emphasize the importance of us coming prepared to not only be entertained, but also put one in our pocket and do it if we do them for fill with coffers.
I'm muted. Okay. I'm apologize because I'm gonna apologize because very soon that auntie for this airport will start talk and I go here. But I'll take it fast. The first thing we have to understand is that if we like, may we sit down for our houses. We enjoy what we have. Nobody is going to build our community for us. Nobody is going to build our villages for us. Nobody is going to raise our children for us. So we will do it for ourselves. That means that anybody, any family that is coming to Ohio, even if you have not you had no idea about the projects that are going on, you will learn about more projects because the president just mentioned that was just one. As he said I cannot list all of them. Come to Ohio, you will see everybody that is coming should remember that our people need us back at home. But not just that, Tata Mosongo made mention of something in the forum, which I took note of. Me, as a president of an organization here, I know what it means. We are putting money together to do things back at home, but we have to do things here as a 501c3 organization. We have to do things here in the US as well. So, but the president and the executives are not going to be the ones to be removing their own money to do that. As an association, as an organization, all of us belonging to that clan, we have to contribute to the growth of our community. Therefore, I am launching this out as a plea. If you're coming, nothing is too small. Put something aside. Beside your hotel, your flight, your feeding, or your fun part, put something aside and put a name on it. My donation to the growth of Oroko, USA. Just come with a seed to plant to the organization. And I just want to tell you guys again, if you don't bring it now, we are talking small. When you reach there, there is a way we will collect the money from you. So just take your mind now, bring it all.
I don't believe say, whether the person will be there or not, contributing to that coffers is should be a must for every Oroko, especially for diaspora. I want me you talk to them, give them reasons why. If for some reason you know if you really show up for convention, you need to do everything for participate for convention from a distance.
Yes, thank you very much, Tata. You just take that talk from my mouth. It's like you read my heart. That's what I wanted to say. Because it's not only about those who will get to Ohio, it's about everybody. You know, sometimes I feel embarrassed when people ask me, what did they down at Oroko USA, what did they if I do? What did you do for Oroko? That should be a question people should be asking themselves, you know, because for instance, like this vocational training project where we carry them out these past 2 years, you know, these children, they were so grateful. And then some of them, they thought that I'm the one doing it. I said, no, it's Oroko USA. And when you say Oroko USA, you don't name names. You say Oroko USA, it means everybody in this country is taking credit for that project. But if you put even $1 inside there, how you go feel when someone they can't tell you thank you? How?
Wow.
You know, this being an Oroko, now one thing that will no man no fit taken from you is something you're going to have in you, in your DNA until you die. So it's high time people start claiming their ancestral origin and start doing things for others through this organization. We don't show this goodwill for help people back home. So it's everybody, not those who only do, in fact, those who are not even coming should pay more because we are spending money to go there. They should even give more, you know. So it's open. They should give more. The financial sector, they always share how people feel donate. You can go to the website, you can donate directly, and money will go into the account, and we're going to acknowledge it, and you're going to get tax returns, or you can claim it in your taxes because it's a 501c registered here.
President, I want to emphasize that Palava contribution because whether we like it or not, we are going out there for hall, for food, for this and that. Now money if we don't come in somehow, and we know if you only continue to spend, we need to get in more. And if we really get for work, or the administration will come really get for work, at least after this last convention, may you really leave some fat bundle we if you help them and make progress, especially the progress we uni before make them. So I want to talk to your people, give them good reasons to chip in something, whether they are there in Ohio or not.
Just a straight statement. Go to orokousa.org. When you log on to the web page, there is a red button on the top right corner. It says, right by that red button, it says projects. Hit on that project and you'll see what Oroko USA has done. That's just one. Number two, Oroko USA right now has also got into we've also joined the queue to help our fellow members, like if somebody died. Oroko USA has a kind of an insurance scheme now that we call Jasawaka. If you're Oroko, you know what that means. Jasawaka means who no go die. So Jasawaka has a disbursement of $10,000. I think that's a great achievement that was started by the previous administration that we finally put into place. I can tell you that we just issued our first check in June of this year, June 19 of this year in Detroit, in that amount of 10,000. So it's not a joke; it's real. Please come, please join the organization. There's a lot we can do. And what we should be asking ourselves, just like the previous speaker said, what can you do to your community? Let's stop asking that question of what have they done to me? We are opportune to be in this country where there's milk and honey. The only thing that we can do is to help those that don't have. Meanwhile, we're also helping ourselves, because think about it. This is just like the vice president said, this is like a vacation. You can also take it as a vacation. It's time to relax. It's not only work. It's time to relax, get away from work, relax, enjoy yourself, enjoy your culture, eat those nice dishes, and go back and you feel good.
Wow. I'm gonna show something, because as you be the talk, I just go for the website, and yes, the website exists now. The website that it get about us, you get Oroko Land, our heritage gallery, Oroko Outlook projects. For first of all, show I say it seems like these people are not even talking too much about money. I didn't see anything like donate for day. We mean say the first thing not really about the money, though the money be very important. The first thing now we really come together and start making plans. But I will suggest maybe they put some very big donate button for that website. So any person will get in there, if you know, say after I don't finish watch, go through the gallery, our heritage, and any other thing. The next thing for me for do, actually for donate. I think so. Want to talk a little bit about the debate part of the conversation. But before we do that, I want back here. Jale, we I think I be the finance specialist. Me talk to you about the different ways the way persons the way they want contribute or the one donate. How do you go about them?
Thank you, Pa. The contribution in building the Oroko nation can be done in kind and with money. For instance, we serve bona fide in the executive because we believe that in giving our time to do reports, to communicate with the people, to track the money is also important. We are not looking at being paid to do that. So it is a cause that if you feel passionate about it, you can put your name in the ring and say, I want to help build Oroko Nation. We, not regardless, money is power. Cash is king. We do encourage people to buy tables. In fact, reserving a table by chapter or individual families is one of the key sources of funding. Paying your membership of $100 I'm paying for just a waka $100, $200. Is another income stream. In fact, buying the table ahead of time is going to help the planning committee, because if we do not know who is going to sit where in that hall, that's a platform for chaos. So I'm appealing to everyone who has always been a sponsor of Oroko USA in reserving a table. Please do so that when we go there next week, we will know where we are going to sit. We have tables for $1,000 that has a variety of drinks. We have tables for $750, and we have tables for $500. If you do not know how to reach out to the finance department, you can call me directly, or Tata Marius. I do not know Tata Marius, the treasurer's number by heart, but my number is 505-307-5269. You call me directly and say, I want to contribute, or you can Zelle the money to PNC at Oka USA, or Oka USA at orokousa.org. Oka USA at orokousa.org. We do have uniforms. We still have a big inventory of uniforms that you can order. A piece is $50. Postage of the uniform to you is $15. Please reach out to me again, 505-307-5269. When we receive your payment, you give us our address. We will bring the uniform to you, since we do not have much time to mail them before the convention. We do encourage people to also donate cash on the website, just like President Okole just said that. So if there's any ways that someone has seen to add money or contribute to the association, please, you could add to that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And talking about the uniform, I feel like we should make it a habit to, if we wanted to give gifts to any person out of the Oroko milieu, especially, I think that uniform should be the only thing we should buy and give them for the next how many years. Let them have something about us in their houses. For me now, one of the ways in that for every time they see I'm the member of Oroko, every time they see I'm the member of Oroko, if they sew a shirt, if they do now whatever thing, whether than small it to one designer would our that Oroko cloth, it will speak more than when we go to whatever shop and buy all these brands that people think it's more important. However, my point now say I feel like I'll encourage people a lot for not only buy the Oroko material, the Oroko USA material for themselves, but if you intend for give any person gift, especially out of our community, I think that is the one thing you should consider. So that way you'll continue to remember where you're coming from, who we are, what we have done, what we are doing, what we plan to do. And then you never know, if you always go for website for go chipping or small thing. Tata Bertrand, your last question, Gobina. One of the things I've noticed, especially for communities now, the younger generation, most of them, they always want to stay away from associations like this. I want me you talk to them. I want me you give them good reasons why they not only come Ohio, but they'll make them a habit for be part of this wonderful family.
Wow, you just hit the nail, which I had prepared a whole talking points for the cultural night as well as the gala night and during the fundraising. So I understand that the youth, the young people of Oroko, they have a financial setback and they have to go through their parents. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to ask their parents to support them, to make as much effort as possible to bring them to whenever there's an Oroko convention. I know, yeah, it's true, it's costly, but again, this is a 1-year deal. If we all, the family, the parents, can mobilize resources and bring the next generation of Oroko USA, please, that would be something very, very, very awesome. Again, I have other plans which I'm going to create a network. I'm not running for president, but I'm going. Whoever is going to be there, we're going to send them this kind of network for them to create a network that incorporate all Oroko youths in the United States and the diaspora, and also those in Africa, Cameroon, and the rest of the world. So once we get that synergy, once we get that box that brings all the Oroko youths together, then we start now sensitizing them on the leadership, on the creativity, on the mentality to come back home and impact the society, the community. So there'll be a lot to do if we, the parents, try as much as possible to create the environment by giving them finances or bringing them along together whenever there's an local convention in the USA.
Okay, so right now we're heading towards the debate portion of the conversation. I will probably ask a few people them last question, and then I'll drop every person except the two candidates them and President, and then we'll do the debate for like 10 minutes because, like I said, it's just going to be introductory. If we get time for Ohio, we'll get a 30 minutes high quality recording debate because we Oroko people now we always set the standard, so we want starts until we every other community go need for follow. Must start with Dr. Bibish, which could be a final words. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Tata. Thank you. This is the right time because we're boarding. I'm sorry, my thing has not been good because I'm at the airport. But again, my final word would be an invitation to everybody who can make it to Ohio. But one thing that everybody has said here that we can all confirm is the fact that even if you're not going to make it to Ohio and you really want to be part of the growth of the Oroko Association community and clan as a whole, you can donate to this wonderful organization without necessarily being in Ohio. But if you can be there physically, it will be a good thing for us to commune as a family. So I invite you. We have a lot of surprises. It's going to be 3 days packed of wonderful, beautiful activities together as a family. And I look forward to see all of you there. God bless you.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I think yeah, Frida.
Yes.
Oh, 1 second. Okay. 1 second, please. I say, man, they make machine they. Okay, President. No, but before President, I think I need Iya Frida to say something, especially on which will be a final words today.
My final word will be on the fashion show. You know, this team created a fashion show and it's been working very well. This year, we want to make it real Oroko. So anyone that is going to contest, please, we are appealing that you dress in the real Oroko traditional way so you can win a prize. The prize is for a male and a female winner. And this year, we're going to add something to it. So there's a 100 prize for the male winner and 100 prize for the female, in addition to the surprise. So please go dig your country clothes, wear your country clothes, and come. We don't want no American style. The Oroko traditional wear.
Wow. And I want me to talk to our people. There is need for us to, when we have events like these, not only come there by ourselves. We are already Oroko. We already know the Oroko food. We already know the Oroko things. For me, one of the most important things we're going to take the events in for Duam. Now, actually, for sure, the rest of the world who we are. So I don't think it would be a good thing, a fun thing for you for just come for the U1. We get so many friends out of our community. Make sure you invite like 1 or 2 or 3 persons, so the joker enjoy who will be. So no, I think me Tata Bertrand elaborate on that. The importance of us not only showing up, but also encouraging or inviting people, at least 3 to 4 persons from other communities who want to see that hall, half of the hall filled with Caucasians, the other half with Hispanics and people from other communities. Boss, go.
Yeah, thank you so much, Tata. Tata, I didn't even have the opportunity to thank you. I think the president must have done that, or any earlier speaker. You're doing a phenomenal job to really advertise this convention, and I owe you a huge debt of gratitude. On the other hand, I think say we don't send in massive sensitization, and we are expecting a lot of people. We have given them a lot of invitations, both written and verbal, and we will see people. That convention will be full of people. That I can guarantee you. I have gotten the feedback as a PRO, and I'm still doing some sensitization, and I'm reaching out to people to even call people, students in Ohio that are in Oroko. I've sent in one lady to reach out to the community. There are almost 20 students. I said, bring them all. Just tell them to come there. They should not worry. There'll be much to eat. They'll create the relationship, and that will be the starting point.
Yeah.
So I can assure you, a lot of underground work has been done. Now, my farewell message is that this is election year. And Tata, what you will see in terms of the structure, the organization, and the legacy of the national president and the entire ESCO is something which you have a good story for your audience. Please take note of that. Thank you so much.
Boss, thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, Frida, I think say I will be careful don't drop you, but since we never drop you, maybe you want to talk so one last thing before you want talk any last thing before you go.
My last thing I will say, we just inviting everybody to come and enjoy themselves. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. We'll see you later for Ohio.
Okay.
Prezi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think say. By the way, thank you for everything you've done. So many people already. I've been asked. So many people tell me say no. Almost everything will go left until you stepped in, and then you don't actually lay a foundation. We can actually build something better. If I not tell you thank you, then at the joke. For me, for even before year, for me also for to make my own plans. For register, not only for Dallas chapter, but make sure see I contribute nationally.
That's great. That's great. I like to hear that.
Yeah, we had a wonderful conversation the other day, and I feel so guilty. Like how you feel you do the kind. No, you get for belong, and we'll continue for push. Now we want to talk about the debate part of the whole thing. How you feel as president? You don't be there for some time now about the upcoming election.
Well, elections are supposed to be held every 4 years, every 2 years. An executive can be in power for 4 years, non-renewable, no troisième mandat. So we have served our first term, we have served our second term, so we are very, very satisfied for what we have done, and we are very, very happy to peacefully hand over power without a troisième mandat. So the only thing I can say is we pray that everything goes well. Whoever wins, we'll hand over power to them. I'm promising right now, I'm not going to run away with the power. We'll hand over power and we will bless them, and we will hope that they will continue with the legacy. I just want to add that things have not been going left, like you said. I just want to correct that. Our previous executives have done their best to the best of their ability when they were in power, and we just took over and we were trying to push the ball a little higher. Sometimes when you take over from a stronger executive like Dr. Ibenya's executive, sometimes it's very hard to move the ball a little higher, but we tried our best. She was also there to help us to make sure that things work out well. So We are happy for what we have done. Please come to Ohio and listen to us. We'll list the projects that we've done and hopefully hand over power, and we will be behind the next executive to make sure that they succeed, just like other past executive were there for us to make us succeed. I personally want to thank you very much for this opportunity. I know it's not yet time to say that. I just want to say it before I forget. If we are having something like a platform like this, the best thing we can do is to support. And we are very happy that you gave us this opportunity to do this. So thank you very much, Tata.
Oh, President Amadi, thank you. Now, they say ladies first. Future Prezi, I call you Future Prezi because you already there for ballot box. The question I will ask you first of all, why you decide to run as president?
Thank you, Tata. The decision to run is based on me being in the inner circle. I have been the financial secretary under President Okole. We served 2 terms there. And I built the database from the previous administration. And the request from the community encouraged me to run. They advised me to run because of the stellar financial report that they saw me present in the last convention. And not only about me, there are a myriad of problems that us, the Oroko, here in the United States and back home are facing. I think that if given the opportunity, I will be able to tap into my contacts, my resources, my skill set, and work with the community back home and the people here to move the association to a greater height. So there are myriad of problems. Those are the things that made me to put my name in the ring to run.
Well, Tata Musongo, what be your motivation wanting to become president of Oroko USA?
Thank you, Tata. My motivation has been the need for me to serve my people. In fact, for a long time now, I have always been serving. Let me limit it to Oroko USA. I served 2 terms as vice secretary first under President Medico. Then I served 2 terms as vice president under President Benye. So I have been always serving, responding to that need for me to serve. And it is the same thing this time. There was that need or the call from several quarters for me to step up. I've been second fiddle all the time, vice secretary, vice, president. So this time around, based on what people have seen me doing in those capacities that I named, they called upon me to step up and move this organization to higher heights. I have different ideas on how I can do that, as you've seen on my platform. And I think I have the skills needed for me to be president of Oroko USA Inc.
Okay, I will ask one question. We will ask two for Iya after. But the question if you look at Iya and you don't know it for some time, what's the day about her where you think if he actually make it a good president?
I think she is committed to what she is doing. She's someone who I know, as she said before, since from secondary school from 1. So she is focused, and if she says she will do something, she commits to what she says she wants to do. So those are the things which I say are qualities that qualify her.
Yeah, also what you say about Tata, where you think if if they finally vote na he qualify for be a good president.
Yeah, Tata Musongo, as I said, where you know how they put people in class 1A, B, C. Tata Musongo and I were in the same class from Form 1 to Form 5. So we are friends. We were the founders of Mundemba Grammar School, Old Boys Grammar Moksosa. We have been working together from the grassroots, trying to build Oroko, and we focus on Mundemba Grammar School. And when there are things going on with our alma mater, Tata Mosongo and I will always confer in the background, how do we handle this? So let's do this. We'll always talk together. We always bounce ideas on each other. So he's my friend. Whether I win or I lose, it does not break that friendship. I will not say because I'm running, I can say nasty things about him. He is a calm person. As I said, we confer. We donate towards common causes. If there is something going on, I say, hey, did you know that this thing has happened to so and so person? He say, I didn't know. I say, well, it is going on now. So let's see what we can do. So as I say, he is a colleague, he is my friend, and he's a calm person. And for better or for worse, Oroko is our baby, and we are all going to grow it to the next level.
Wow. Prezi,
Yes,
the
sir.
candidate. Wait, you get time, we'll talk about the two candidates.
I was very impressed by their comment. If I was contesting for president, I would have added a little bash there. So, so I'm surprised that both of them are really praising each other. So what I would have said was, this person is good, but I think I'm the better president. That's what I would have said. But just like both of them have said, Oroko has grown. Both of them are very strong candidates. If any of them wins, I think they will do a very good job. I'm proud of Oroko USA seeing us doing campaigns. You know, it brings a lot of juice prior to convention. So I'm very happy for both of them. They are very strong candidates. Just like I said, anybody who wins will take Oroko forward.
Tata Mosongo, in less than a minute, just run us through your manifesto, if any exist already.
Yes, I do have a manifesto that exists, which I split into two, plan of action, short term and long term. The short term has health plans on how to build the capacity of our people. We already started, so we have to push through. We have plans to create new chapters all over the US because we are not well grounded. We still have a lot of work to do in that direction. There are also plans to help our children back home in schools, to provide them the necessary didactic material, and then to encourage excellence, to award scholarships to those who are more deserving of it. We already started creating an endowment fund here, and I hope to build that fund or to make it possible for us to start, giving out benefits to those who deserve it. I also have other plans, like how to make our presence here felt. As a 501c, there are things we need to do to let the government here know that we are functioning, even locally. It's not only what we do back home that will help us, take us into the limelight, but what we do locally is very important, very small but very significant, and goes a long way to boost our image here as a 501c organization. I also, let me just go to the other side of long-term plans of providing things like borehole, drinkable water to our people back home. These are heavy projects, but my idea is to start at least with one and then go out and look for funding for the rest of them. We can identify the specific areas that we want to do this. I also have plans to bring electricity to the people, especially in the rural areas. There are some areas which are enclaved, so we need to make our impact felt in those areas. It is possible, it's doable. So those are things which we can plan and then execute in the course of time. In summary, yeah.
Yeah, Jale, a brief about your manifesto.
Thank you, Tata. I have a flyer with some key points, but one of the ideas that I have been talking about is the concept of bringing the Oroko culture to the Oroko USA, and the concept of the eternal. The concept of the eternal house is to have a sense of place that Oroko USA does not exist in a vacuum. In fact, that concept was echoed by a lot of community groups, that because I had listening sessions with different groups, and they said we need an eternal house, a place where people who, Orokos who are just coming into USA, can call home, or different cultures, different tourists can go to this place. It's going to be like the Oroko heritage site. It will be housed, and we hope to generate cash flow from live work concept from that house. It will be a place where we will welcome newcomers with a welcome package and orient them to the society of America, that to succeed here, this is the type of behavior you need to have. We will pair them up with mentors who will be grooming them on what type of courses they have to take in colleges. So that eternal house is something that can be realized using grants. We do have brownfields funding, which I developed here in the city of Albuquerque to help us realize that project. It's one of those medium-term projects that will not be realized in the first year, because there are certain processes for it to go through. We can set the stage for the first 2 years to do phase 1 and phase 2 of the assessment. And then when the grant comes through, then we invest it. That house, people have asked me, where is it going to be located? I said it will be located in a central location where we have a lot of Orokos, which will be like the roundabout, the junction. People will always land there and then go to other places. So that first concept. The second concept is economic empowerment. I believe that we should not be promoting only the concept. We know people back home need help, but why not empower them by investing in small manufacturing? We do have raw materials like yobe, like njambe oil, like plantains, like cassava. If we invest in small manufacturing in our villages, these people will get to work, from developing the farms to when the small manufacturing machines are there to packaging of this product. It will give them jobs, and something like Jabe oil can be packaged and exported. I work in the airport, and I see what is being sold in some of the concession stands. We have things like pecan oil. Why can't we use Njabe to make Njabe oil? Why can't we do plantain chips, plantain fufu, and all those things owned by Orokos and export it? The Ghanaians, the Nigerians are doing it. Why not us? Okay, the other concept is my healthcare platform. I believe prevention is better than cure. A lot of people in my age group and even women have been dying. I just lost a brother-in-law who is 50. Another one in Canada. You hear people start having things like high A1C, high blood pressure, and other things. So we will educate people on how to eat right, how to do exercise, how to maintain peace of mind, how to carry out healthcare healthcare testing, healthcare fairs in our communities back home, and get Oroko nurses here and overseas to go do health checks. If we have to invest in a blood pressure machine, it will not be the portable blood pressure machines. We will look for strategic locations and invest in those stationary blood pressure machines that is being used like in Walmart, where people can go there every quarter or every day, measure their blood pressure. If it is going out of order, we connect them with online doctors like Wasipito, like Project Echo, that can give them real life advice. So there are other things that I will share more if time permits, but I am looking at tapping into a lot of grants, tapping into contacts that I have built over the years, especially in the airport environment, to build Oroko and take the association to the next level. All I am asking is that they should give me the opportunity to show what I can do. Take Oroko US to the national platform. Thank you.
Thank you. I think Shane we give Tata Mosongo enough time for elaborate on any of the ideas and maybe just run through. So, sir, if you want, we give you 5 minutes for elaborate on any of the points of your manifesto where you feel you need for elaborate on.
Okay, let me take the first one. We on healthcare. I propose that we buy those equipment that are necessary for our people back home to be, checked in the hospitals. We have a lot of health centers in Oroko land. I have one in my village, Big Bekondo. There's one in Gwandi. There's one in Misaka, and there are several others. But a lot of these places don't have the equipment that they need for our people to be screened. A lot of them, die without, knowing that they have high blood pressure, for example, or the blood sugar is spiking. So you need those basic equipment in those health centers. So I was proposing that we can get, it won't cost us too much. Someone asked me in the forum, and I gave, like a cost analysis of how that would be. It won't take us too much. It won't even take up cost up to 2 million to get all the equipment we need. And something we can do to get this help to them immediately. That's something that can be done instantly. Get this help, get an inventory. I already made contact with someone in the Ministry of Health to give us an exact number of health centers that we have in Oroko land. And now, when we are making this proposal to the board, we are giving them facts and figures that they can go by. So in terms of the education, for example, I did elaborate on what we can do to bring about or to make learning easier for our children back home. Get those essential equipment or didactic material that they need in the schools for them to be able to, give these children the right education that they need. A lot of our schools now may not be functioning because of the crisis, but a lot of them are coming back, like GBHS Monday, but that will come from Brussels. It's going to be renovated. The contract has been given out, so a lot of the schools are coming back. So they need our assistance for them to get the things that they need to be able to provide the top-notch education to our children back home. We can also, encourage them, as I said, through granting scholarships to those who are doing well, to encourage the others to compete and do well as well. So aside from that, I talked about in my manifesto about how to encourage our youth here to join the organization, because a lot of them, as someone said before, are drifting apart. Apart from us, the parents, bringing them into the fold, to let them see or learn our culture and pick up from where we will live off, we need to have programs within our conventions that will be attractive to them, so that they will know that they don't just come there and listen to or see what adults do. They will take active part in certain things, games, visiting, areas that will help them in their school in terms of knowledge. And also, those exciting things that, children or young adults want to take part in, those activities. We should include them in our programs so as to make it more attractive to them, for them to come. And then when they are there, they will then learn aspects of our culture that we need to pass on to them. So those are some, things that I plan to do in the course of my term if I'm elected as president.
Prezi, after hearing them talk about their manifesto and even explaining, which be a take?
Well, I hope the listeners have heard them. Like I said, both of them are good candidates. They can manage the organization. We are excited, and I think whatever the outcome in Ohio, Oroko is going to move forward. We're happy.
Wow. For those who they watch, if any person get any question you want to ask them, we'll open if you write your question for comment section, we'll give you like 5 minutes while to go on with the conversation. If any person drop any comment, any question we ask can maybe for both candidates. So no ask some specific person question. No, if you want to ask question we both candidates, they will give you an answer. We'll give us a few minutes for do that. Kama Votata Mosongo. So you don't actually lay out your manifesto. What happens if Diale promise say he go do everything we don't talk for your manifesto, and then with the team they will go do what will be your decision? You still continue for run because now you must carry out the project, or you say, okay, my sister, go ahead and do what you can do.
That decision as to who is a better candidate will be made by the General Assembly, not by me.
Okay.
I have answered a call to run, and I have put out my plans, which I best know how to execute them. So I would rather do it myself. I've, as I said before, I've worked in different administrations, and I've always been making proposals, and I've been, helping or doing the things that they call me to do. I did not wait to be president to work for Oroko. I was part of the bench project during the reign of President Medico. I also, during the reign of Ebenye, was, like head of the mass project during COVID time. I also executed that project that we gave aid to the people of Isangale during cholera outbreak. And then during President Okule's reign, I was the chair of the vocational project committee. So I have a lot of experience, and I've been doing things. And I think when elected president, I will better manage whatever project that I plan to do, because I know how to do stuff. I know how to get things done. And I think I'm best placed to do those things.
Jale, what if someone says, you know what, we like your manifesto, but then we don't see you serve under administrations, under different administrations. Why didn't you, when you were serving with them, actually push for them to realize this project? Why you are only become president before you realize some of those projects? Which you tell them?
Okay. So just like sitting and being called to serve, I was called to serve and help the administration of President Dr. Ebenye She said, she called me, she said, yeah, come help me. Our people need help. I was called to launch out the endowment scholarship fund. So I did that during the convention live. Everybody saw that. I worked closely with that administration to get that endowment fund and some other pet projects. Like I think she had an initiative like Helping Hands, Helping Hands, and even Jasawaka was launched in Houston when we had a convention in Houston. I was not part of the administration, but I launched that. So I have always been there for my people. It is not only the desire to step in the shoes as the president for me to do the work. I think from my network here in the US, from different community leaders, from the Chamber of Commerce, from the aviation sector, with some of my relationships with some of the chiefs back home. If we want to realize any project, my approach is community engagement. I will listen to the community, all 10 clans, and they will advise us on what their priority needs are. It will not be based on what Iadiale wants to do. It will be responding to the needs of the community. That Eternal House is an example. The community said that will be something they need. For instance, back home now in Cameroon, they have that regionalism. The different regions have priority areas. We will first of all engage in that process to see what is it that you guys need here. Because there's a difference with you pushing what you think people need. Like the case of Africa right now, the colonialists are giving them aid, but they are not solving the problems because the money, it falls in the hands of a few people who misuse that money. But the people whose needs need to be resolved are not being addressed because of the way the communication is taking place. So if elected president, I will listen to the people, I will get the priority, we will consult with the General Assembly and the Board of Directors to realize that project. So that will be my approach.
Wow. President, I want me to ask one question for both candidates, and then you probably choose who go first, go with your question.
Okay. I think both candidates have already talked about a lot of things that you might want to ask them, but this is what I can say. So, so if elected president Tata Musongo Iadiale, how are you going to resolve the issue of chapters and national and the harmony? Because right now, I know we're trying, but there's no harmony. So Oroko USA is supposed to be the umbrella, and those chapters are supposed to be directly under Oroko USA. How are you going to resolve that so that there is some harmony between national and the chapters?
Who do you think should go first?
Anybody can go first.
Okay, who wants to go?
Let me go. Thank you, Tata President. to address the relationship between the national and the various chapters. I think that we'll give credit to the previous administrations who have been able to create existing chapters. And we need to find innovative approaches to educate during the General Assembly and even in our WhatsApp forum what it takes to form a chapter. We should not carry out a very stringent process to make it possible for chapters to be formed. I've heard about this whole idea that everybody should belong to a chapter. That is very difficult because you have areas where you have very few Orokos there. Like for a long time, my husband and my family were the only ones here in New Mexico. And then as of last year, we got a family move in here, and we saw the need to form a chapter. So we established a chapter. We got our executive together. We developed our bylaws. So you cannot, it's not fair for someone who they have the chapter at large. All I am saying is that the various chapter presidents have to make it a point to improve communication with the national executive. Communication is going to be the key. For instance, the building of the Njasa Waka funds. If the various chapters taking the registration of people into Njasa Waka and also advise them to register with the national, then that synergy is going to be, and then to make the chapter formation process known to everyone. Improvement of communication, and then making sure that the various chapters will take United States and divide it into 4 quadrants and see the various quadrants, the regions. It could be the Northeast, the Northwest, the Southeast, and the Southwest, and make sure that the representative of that area will be responsible for reaching out to the schools to see if there are Orokos there, go to the student bodies or get students there to find out if there are Orokos there, to join the local chapter and reduce the enrollment fee for students to join the association from $100 to $50. I think students are dealing with international tuition. When you reduce that registration for the students from $100 to $50, more people will find a need to join the chapters. So the president is going to be like the president of United States, while the various chapters will become governors. They will become governors. And so if something is happening in that region, those governors will go and represent Oroko USA in that region, rather than giving so much pressure on the national president to try and spread their wings in every occasion. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. So that's my take on it.
Tata Musongo, you want to go?
Yes, thank you for that question, Tata Okole. Yes, for the record, I've been president of the DMV chapter for the past, I don't know, maybe like since 2014, partly because nobody is willing to take over from me, But what we have been doing is that we have been coordinating affairs between our chapter and the national. Tata Winston, Joan, bear me witness that most of the time we collect registration money and send it in bulk to the national secretary. If we have to buy uniforms, for example, we don't just allow members to buy individually. We collect the money. Sometimes we even pay upfront, and then we collect from them to put back in our coffers. So that's what I think other chapters should do. not only encouraging them, but practically doing those things which will ease the work of the national executive, because we are a chapter under Oroko USA Inc. In fact, we are registered in Maryland, but we are using the same 501c as Oroko USA. So that's a synergy we encourage. We cannot be independent of the national body, because even our bylaws states that we as a chapter, we are under Oroko USA Inc. When we are collecting registration, annual registration, will encourage members to pay in their annual dues to Oroko USA Inc. That's how we bring them, under that umbrella. And it's the same thing we recommend for every other chapter. And we always bring ideas. We bring ideas of the things that we do locally to the national body. If they buy it, they implement it. We've done so severally, and some of those ideas have been taken over. And in that way, we try to not separate ourselves from the national body. We always have that liaison, and we bring in those ideas. Members, encourage them to participate even in national conventions and all that. So we are doing that already, and we encourage others to do the same.
Okay. One thing I know is say, if you plan to become president of Oroko USA, you should at least have done your research and at least know get some small information about especially the chapters where they exist. I'll ask some random question, one answer, no explanation. Might see how this test will go. How many chapters they exist for Oroko USA? Tata Musongo.
I think counting, I should name like 7. We have the DMV, we have
No,
Houston.
nobody have explain. I just want a
Okay.
number.
Okay.
Because you want to explain, you give Iyajale time for go check. So how many chapters exist for Oroko USA? Iyajale.
There used to be 11. New Mexico is the 12th.
Okay. I think Prezi tell me which one correct.
I have to look at my books, Tata. And, I don't have the numbers of head. Let's see.
Okay. Iyajale, how many of the president of the chapters you did in talks with, where you get their phone number, you call, you text with them back and forth from time to time, especially about their chapter?
Yeah, I did talk with Tata Musungu. I did talk with Tata Elvis Mukete. I did talk with Tata Tomase Langwe. I did talk with Tata Justice Mbando of Dallas. I talked to Tata Musungu Emmanuel, the president of Georgia chapter. I talked to Iagwen, who handed over to Tata Ekole, the president of Colorado chapter. I'm the president of the New Mexico chapter.
So you talk to yourself.
I talk to myself, yeah. And then we have the Tri-State chapter, Dr. Fred Bebe. I do talk with them. So that question is a tricky one because I'm financial secretary. I talk with everyone.
Okay.
I talk with everyone, not only the chapters leaders. I talk with everyone.
Tata Musongo, besides the Oroko or USC projects or your chapter projects, any other things you've done as an individual for support the Oroko, for empower especially the Oroko youth?
Yes, of course. Especially because of this vocational project, I got in contact with a lot of them. In fact, I have the numbers of all those that we train in my phone. And I have connections with other people, musicians, rock musicians, and Oroko people back, especially in my own hometown of Big Kondo. I do a lot of things. I help, when I can, to improve on their conditions, just to help, So I do that. I do that a lot. I cannot begin to name them here, but I do a lot of, personal contact and help to help our own children back home who are in need of help, even advice, one way or the other. I do connect with them.
Okay, I think I'll ask you the next question, probably the second to the last question before end. Now, if one thing we're going for don't do, and we'll make sure so we'll study the president, the outgoing president, his strengths and his weaknesses. Now, I think we all already know his strength. Now, wait to be one of the things that we don't do. I'm doing a tenure where you feel like you will do one differently for make or where you could do one differently for make the Oroko group better.
Yes, the first thing we I want to point out, it's not only him, but previous administration will never make our presence felt here locally. There are those simple things, as I said before, that we can do to render help or to do charity work here in the US. Some simple things. When school is going back, like now that there returns, a lot of schools, they go to different, organizations to ask for help, books, pencils, those things that those low-income families need. We also have group homes. We have people who don't have food to eat. There are simple things for which you can spend $100, $150, and it will go a long way to boost your status as a 501c. That is something which I think is very important, because you cannot start asking for help from organizations here when you cannot show them what you have done or what you are capable of doing. That's one. And then, that one too is linked to publicity. We have not publicized our work enough, or we are not carrying out adequate publicity, for example, for our conventions early enough. We should start publicizing about even 9 months to a year before an event. In fact, that's why it is necessary for us to know the next host at the convention, so that we begin to prepare towards the next convention. We have lapsed there, and we wait until a few months before the time to start making publicity. That is something which I think I can do different. Or those two things which I think I can do different to make a difference.
Yeah, Jale. Something Tata Okole, Prezi Okole be do or so where you feel like okay, he should have done it differently. I would do them differently for enhance which would try to do as Oroko USA.
Yes, thank you, Tata. So we get this 501c3, and here in the US, there are mini grants for different programs out there that I personally have tapped into to build other organizations. You have grants for 5,000, 10,000, maybe 50,000. There are contacts who have told me that I have 150,000, I need to give it to 12 nonprofits. I will let you know when to submit your application. These are live contacts. And when I look at the impact I've had here in my community here in New Mexico, from my relationship with Cameroonians in New Mexico, who were also meeting every month and just eating and drinking, I helped them to have publicity, to dance in the city square, and for them to start getting payment and recognition. So those little grants, we will explore those, we will write those grants to build programs for youth development, mentorship. If they are giving 150,000 to 12 nonprofits, and they give us 5,000, 10,000, that's a good boost to our coffers. And someone might say, why didn't you do it in the current administration? The job as a financial secretary is the most heavy lifting role with the association. Someone who upholds the funding of the association is fit to be at the helm of the presidency, because that's project management skills. That is contacts with the community. And on the issue of the musicians, if elected president from day one, I will recommend an exploratory committee to look at other cultural groups that have successfully brought their artists to USA to help us do the same for Oroko USA. The process is going to be transparent. This exploratory group, we will use it as a brainstorming ground on how we can break that issue of our artists not coming here. So grant writing, as I said, using a 501c3 and getting an exploratory committee to brainstorm on how to get our artists here from day one will be something that I think I will be able to do differently. Thank you.
Oh. Tata Musongo, I think she was responding to a question from the comment section, which is Oroko musicians have been undermined a lot by many previous administrators. How do you plan to improve on this or on that?
Okay. I cannot say they have been undermined because efforts have been made to get our artists here without success. Sometimes, for reasons beyond our control, because the embassy at the end of the day decides whether they want to grant a visa or not. But I think what we can do differently is to create the foundation. I mentioned in my manifesto that our website is not rich enough with the things that we are about. We need to beef up the website, because a lot of these interviewers, that's the first place they go to. They want to learn about the organization that's inviting the artist. So we need to do more and then enrich that website. Also promote these artists. Aside from getting them here, there are things that they are doing locally that we need to promote. I talked with one of them, Paolo de Plessis, who had to come, was invited, and he said they don't feel supported by us. And this is not just Oroko US, it's every Oroko man. We are not supporting our own enough to make them self-sufficient, because the other artists that come here, they have good bank accounts, they have assets, for example. Those are things which they look at the embassy. So it's about high time we start supporting our artists heavily. Some of us don't even like and share their work. Simple thing that doesn't cost any money. So these are things which we need to remind people to do. We need to empower them. We need to, give them that weight that they need. When they go to the embassy, they have already checked them out, and they will not need to be answering too many questions, because the things that they do or what we do should be out there already, to show that we support them. And then we also have the capacity to invite them here. Our records should be made known, to the interviewing authorities, that we have the money to invite them here and pay them well. Those are things that we need to work on to get them to really support them, and then to get them here where they can come and make more money and go back home and continue their artwork.
Okay. By the way, some person don't ask some question where I think say me if you address that question. Do the association plan to commit funds boost the enhancements of the online presence? I don't think that is something we should even have a debate on. Like, if I understand that person very well, may the association actually take money, put them for invest them for boost their online presence and things like that. I don't think we should be spending money on things like that. And we say get for do if we get 1,000 people for that group, and the 1,000 people decide, say, every day I will tell somebody something about the Oroko people, I will post something about the Oroko people online. We no need for to spend money for that kind of thing. I feel say more important projects than the way we need for put money on them about our online presence when we all day online every day, and if we just use them as an opportunity for market the Oroko people. Prezi, I
Yes,
think
sir.
so. What is your take at this moment with the conversation?
Which conversation generally, or the one that you were talking about?
Generally, not.
Generally, I think this is a very good thing. You see, that's why we say Oracle is evolving. I cannot say, oh, my administration is the best. No, we came in, we did what we were supposed to do, and we are heading out. The next administration will take over and they will do their own things. When we started, when we started this administration, we were looked as underdogs. Everybody was trying to correct us. Oh, why would I never do this? Why would I never do this? Why would I never do this? Why would I not do this for this one? Why would I not do this for this one? At the end, we have something to present that this is what we did. So you cannot judge. You don't want to judge. Like if a new administration comes in, the Oroko USA should let that administration settle down, think, and start implementing whatever they have in their basket. So I feel good, and I think this one that was starting like this, hopefully we had started this a little earlier, but when I mean earlier, I mean maybe like 2023 or 2022. But I think this is a good thing for the next administration. They can keep doing this and use this as a platform to spread the news. Because the more we spread the news, the more we become known. We cannot only say we want to be known only in America. I have sent that link to a lot of forums, and I know a lot of people are watching right now. Europe, back home, and even here. So I think this is a good thing. I feel good, and I thank you very much for doing this. And I hope that from today, I will look at the list of registered members and I will see you there.
No, President, I don't promise, and not only that promise. I think I'll use my platform to push Oroko agendas also.
Let me just add this.
Yes, sir.
Please, those who are watching right now, spread the news. We are going to be live at the convention with this platform.
Yeah, that's true. In less than, let me say, 3 minutes, give us reasons why you should be voted, and then most importantly, give your people reason why everyone should be in Ohio.
Thank you. I am appealing to everyone to come to Ohio to continue to celebrate our culture, because there will be a lot for people to eat, a lot to see in display of dance, fashion show, and just the camaraderie, the family relationship. So make it a point, join a couple, buy a ticket to be in Ohio. As a presidential aspirant, I am asking for your vote as the innovative candidate that will use grants, social media presence, community engagement strategies to realize the eternal house, the economic empowerment to give jobs to our people back home, and also to embark on public health campaigns, because prevention is better than cure. We believe that building the organization from the middle, bringing more youth by going to college campuses and reducing the enrollment fee from $100 to $50 will build a organization. So a vote for Diale is a vote for prosperity of the Oroko. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prezi. Prezi Mosongo, your turn. A good reason why people should vote for you, and most importantly, a better reason why everyone should come to Ohio and let's do our family thing.
Yes, thank you very much, Dada. And thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk to my people directly. Um, a vote for me as the next president of Oroko, USA, is a vote for um, more achievements. You know, we have along the years been doing small things. Now it's time for us to do bigger things. You know, taking bold steps to achieve the things that others have been doing, you know, in other organizations. You know, we need to be self-confident that we can do more with everybody's help. You know, we need all hands on deck. We need, you know, I want to assemble everybody to bring everybody on the platform, you know, to take part in the things that go to help our people back home and also help us here to be more prosperous. So that my father used to tell me that development begins with the self. Once we develop ourselves, we'll be able to, you know, to help develop our people back home. So we need to, you know, make use of all the resources that we have here to be able to do that. Um, I also, I am, you know, a candidate who has a character that attracts people. You know, I know how to assemble people. I know how to, you know, get people on board and get them involved in the things we do. You know, a lot of time people stay on the sidelines. They just want to see what the administration does. I have, you know, been that example of someone who out of the administration has still work for the organization. That is something which I want to, you know, to instill on others, that we can, in our own small ways, contribute towards this big idea that we have of Oroko USA, and in this effort to help develop our people back home. Ohio, it's should be like a melting pot. You know, people should come and meet other Oroko men and women, meet children. In fact, I usually go to the convention with my own two daughters all the time, you know, so that they get to meet our people, our culture, and, you know, that way they will blend with our communities, meet other children too from other homes. They can interact that way, and who knows what tomorrow may bring, you know. So, you know, that is a place to be come the 29th, this coming Friday. We should all converge in Ohio, put our heads together, and decide on the way forward. No one should be left behind. We invite everybody to come and meet us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prezi. Tata, Prezi Okole, now you get the final words. Talk to your people, give them reasons why they should show up in Ohio.
Um, if you love Oroko, if you want to see surprises, and if you want to see Ohio, please come and attend the convention. I don't want to say what Oroko can do for you. What can you do for the Oroko people? What do you want to do? What ideas do you have? Come and tell us. We have a general assembly, and we also have a slot there for other matters. If you have good ideas, please come. Please tell us those ideas, and we'll pass it on to the next administration, and Oroko will be great. So please come. There's a lot of new things. There's a lot of new ideas. Ohio is going to be great, just like it's been great in other places, but a little greater. So please come there and join us to festive with what the National Executive has planned for you. I will see you in Ohio, and I will be there on Thursday. So I try to go a little early, so make sure the everything is going well. So before you guys want to come, everything is set. So I want to give a thank you to everyone who is listening to us. Please share this link to other people so they can watch. I want to thank the candidates, Tata Musongo of Washington, D.C., and Iya Diale of Albuquerque, New Mexico. If we did not have courageous people like Tata Musongo and Iya Diale, then we will not have no president. So we should give them some kudos for taking the courage to go into campaign. My campaign was nasty. People said whatever they want to say, but at the end, we came together and we moved this association forward. So after this campaign, we'll still come back together and we'll move Oroko USA forward. Oroko USA is there, we will come and go. So we should take that as a priority, Oroko USA. So thanks everyone for listening, and I hope we'll have a great convention in the next 5 days.
Right.
Thank you very much, Prezi, and thank everyone who's watching. Side note, we'll do a lot of interviews. Toride will do a lot of interviews when we get to Ohio, individuals for talk. Like for me, it's that moment where we want to document as much as possible what you can run with till the next convention. Like Tata Musongo be the talk. We're not going to wait 1 month before convention and then we'll start to talk about promotion and this and that. No, right off this convention, we're going to get enough material we will use and promote the next convention. So now one of the things in that way, Toride go volunteer for do come up with the material, do as many as possible interviews, document as much as possible. So the new executive will get enough material if we use them push Oroko ideas out there. Again, thank you very much. If we get time, maybe on Friday, I'll discuss them again fine with President. If we get time, maybe on Friday morning, if every person would already be, if we get that 1 hour of another debate, that one will announce them, because this one will probably not be really announced them. Now, why the numbers not really plenty of people, and maybe now for that session, now that debate will be more of just open phone lines where people feel call, people they know they're on ground, if you call, ask their questions, or people the way they did on ground, will make them that town hall style where people they on ground, if you ask questions directly for the candidates. And then we continue to get the conversation. But honestly, I am really happy with this session. Forget people like Una create time so when I want you done for talk with photo really. Thank you very much. Except some person get question for me.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Tata.
Thank you.
Okay, Prezi and the future presidents. Thank you now.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, guys. That's it. I think we have everything it takes to build what we are trying to build. We have the manpower, we have the resources. We are a people of potential. If you have doubts, go for our land, go see what it is under our land, go see what it is above our land. Enter for our people that ahead, you see what it is inside our brain. Then you know what I'm talking about. The convention is going to be wonderful. Do everything where you get for do for make sure so you come for Ohio. But if you come Ohio, do everything where you get for do for be part of the convention. We are moving ahead. We are moving ahead really strong. So do what you get for do for make the Oroko people, the Oroko clan, be what we get for be. Thank you now.